Welcome to the 2023 YouTube Studio Show. I'm going to show you our film studio where we record everything, and I'm also going to show you my productivity cave. So let's start with that. Here I go into monk mode. Every day I have a dedicated focus time. I go into the room and you see there's nothing in here. And that's what makes it so nice. That's what makes it so simple, because we really try to keep things very simple. So you see the walls are covered with foam, which takes all the echo out, and it also gives you a really nice atmosphere. It's a very simple, cheap table because it doesn't matter. It's very simple LEDs from IKEA because also it doesn't matter. It just gives it this very nice vibe. So now if I'm turning around and I'm working and I'm looking in this direction, I can see nothing, and that's it. Optionally, we can hang one of our aperture lights here. If we do video calls or if we record some things in here, then it's nice. But that's it. There's nothing in the room, and that's what keeps it so simple. So let's have a look at the other studio where we shoot all of our content. Welcome to our studio tour. This is basically it. So we dedicate a whole room for it, where we have the scene where we usually film. So it's super easy. We just need to sit down and get going. Nothing crazy, no setup required. We have two most important things here, which are the lights. So these are Aperture 120Ds with big light domes on it, and they give you this really nice lighting in your face that isn't too harsh. So I really, really like that. That's the first investment I recommend anyone who films. We have two of them, which is complete overkill, and which we don't really need them, but we have two of them, so we use them. We also use the same setup for taking product shoots and product photography for the brands that we manage. If you see up here, this is just a very cheap like Amazon light, and that one we use, I think it's like 3 of those lights were like $50 or something, and we put it on a C-stand just to give a little bit of the hair light, the headlight, and light the background a little bit. If you see over here, this is Le Mess, which is basically our charging station, or our soon-to-be charging station. So we haven't really done anything with that. One of the most important things was that the sound comes out nice. So we have a nice microphone here. I will talk about that in another video. Behind here, we have this foam everywhere. How we prepped the room is basically we bought a huge roll of foam, and we just stuck it on the wall, and we don't have much echo going on in the room. We have a table where we do overhead shots. So on that table, everything that is top-down shots, we do over there. So we have dedicated spaces for everything. If you come around, we just do the very simple. What you see behind me is a backdrop. It's just paper. So it's just a paper backdrop, which is really nice though. So they are expensive, but they're nice. You buy them once and then you're good to go. And then we have more stands that we use because this room also doubles as a photography studio. We manage 8-figure e-commerce brands, and for those brands, we do a lot of creatives and graphics and product images, if you will. So a lot of things that we do, we have all these little rolls here with different colors that we use. If you have a couple of those backgrounds, they're not too hard to change them. So if you want to speed things up, if you want to change things around, then you can just get a couple of different backdrops and you don't have to worry about it. This is an IKEA shelf that we had just standing around. You see here's a little bit of decoration that we do. We have some of the books that we read. These are all the books that we're using for productivity, right? You see up here the 80-20 rule, the one thing. You hear me talk about them a lot. Some of the products for Moth that you definitely need to check out. This is the Moth Snap-on phone stand, which I love, doubles as a wallet. Make sure you check that one out. Last thing I'm going to show you, and this is really super basic, and this is actually one thing that can show you that you don't need fancy gear. We're filming this on a Canon M50, which is a very basic camera with a very basic lens. I bought it used. It's secondhand. There's no filter on it, nothing fancy. It's the kit lens. It doesn't have anything fancy on it. The very most important reason why we have this room is just so we can get things done quickly. From like, hey, let's shoot a video, to shooting a video takes 20 seconds. The camera's always in the same place, the lights are always in the same place, the table's always in the same place. So thank you for watching, appreciate it. All the other gear, the mic, all the stuff I'm gonna show you another time. Make sure you subscribe for that, like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.